A few years ago, Jeff Lynne appeared on the radio show Rockline. The premise of this show was for fans to call in and ask Jeff some questions. I thought this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for me. ELO is my favorite band, hands down, and so I had to get on the line with Jeff and talk to him. And so I prepared a list of 20 different questions potentially to ask him, and I'm so glad that I did. When the show began, I brought out the cell phone and the home line, calling between the two back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, but constantly getting a busy line. As I was listening to the show, I realized that it was coming down to the close, and luckily enough, I finally got a line through, a telephone line. I then talked to the producer of the show, and he dwindled down my 20 questions, but there was one that he liked, and I got to talk to Jeff Lynne, which is one of the most memorable experiences of my life, as small as it might be. This is what Jeff Lynne said to my question, which was, will the Secret Messages album ever be released as a double LP?
Aaron is in Calgary, Alberta. Welcome to Rockline, Aaron.
Hi, Jeff.
Hi, Aaron.
Sorry.
Take a breath. It's okay.
Both mine and my dad's favorite band, so you got two generations there.
That's sweet.
And I was just asking if the Secret Messages album, if it's ever going to be released as a double album.
Wow. I don't know what they will do. It was going to be a double album once, as you know, and what I wanted to do was put secret messages in it, which I did. I recorded little secret messages in between tracks, and sometimes in a song, a message that goes backwards. So the only way you can hear it is if you record it on tape and then play the tape backwards. Well, that's one way of hearing it. And all I put on was very silly messages like, what you listening this way round for? You know, silly thing. Turn it round the other way. That's the way it should be. And stuff like that. And then I wanted the record company to stamp on it like a rubber stamp saying, warning, contains secret backward messages. And they wouldn't do it because they were all...
Yeah. It was a big deal back then. It was a big deal, and the PMRC that Tipper Gore was heading about lyrics and backward messages and all that. Most of them totally harmless,
and just for fun as well, just being silly.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it'll ever come as a double album again. Sorry, I can't answer that one.
After Jeff answered my question, the radio show went to an ad break. I got to talk with Jeff a little bit more. Well, not really. I was starstruck. I could hardly talk. All I remember is the show host saying, "Oh, poor Aaron." And then Jeff saying, "Yeah." Anyhow, the Secret Messages album will be released almost as previously intended as a double LP. It will be released August 3rd. You can pre-order it through Amazon. The only track that won't be released on this album will be Beatles Forever, which is a shame. I think it's a marvelous song. You can find the song on YouTube. There's an unauthorized recording of it from, I think, an ELO fan meeting that was done maybe in the 90s. I've listened to it many times. It's not the greatest quality, but it gives you what the song is about. So too bad he's not releasing that. From different ELO forums, they'll say that he's not releasing the song because he wrote that song before he worked with the Beatles, and since working with the Beatles, he feels a little embarrassed of it. But I think it's a marvelous song. Hopefully it's released sometime in the future. All the other tracks that were nicked off of this double album have been released in different compilations already. And so I guess it would be more the nostalgia factor more than anything else to buy this album. The reason why I'm buying this double album, even though I already own all the songs from the different compilations, is this was my special experience with Jeff Lynne. I got to talk to him over the phone. It'd be a dream to meet him in person, but that'll probably never happen. But ode to dream, I suppose. Maybe someday my dream will come true. Thank you for sharing this special experience that I had, and I look forward to more ELO-related videos. I also plan on talking about bands like Supertramp and so forth. I love bands like ELO, Supertramp, and so forth, because they did music a little differently than everyone else. So hope to see you in the future with other music related videos. Alright, thank you. Bye.